This goes out to all the guys who like to play basketball in the rain with no clothes on. This is for you. I know Jesus saves. I wish he'd save us from this podcast. I know he looks after you and me, but I wish he'd take us far away from here.
Welcome to IDM. Happy Friday, August 15th, some shit like that. I'm your guy, Oathman, joined by my dog, my brother from another vagina, Christopher Lingbach. What's up, man?
What up, dude?
Sleepy in the house.
Sleepy. Yeah. Sleepy Chris Lingbach wants your digits. Do you remember that?
I don't remember wants your digits. What was that?
It was an old Facebook post of mine from literally back in the college days, like the first year of Facebook. I had lost my phone, so I posted on Facebook, like I created a group, and it was like my fraternity nickname was involved, and it literally had my phone number in the Facebook group title, right? Because there were like 15 people on Facebook back then.
Right.
Fast forward like 5 years later, I'm working at the radio station, and somehow Chad Dukes found Sleepy Chris Lingbach wants your digits.
Oh god!
I was getting prank calls for like 6 years straight.
Yeah, if you got something on the embarrassing on the internet, Dukes is definitely gonna find it for sure.
Well, I cleaned up my Facebook like a year or two ago, maybe, and I found that original post, and I was like, all right, yeah, definitely time to delete this. Then I was like, you know what? It might be funnier if I just leave it up. You never know when it might come up again.
Bro, nobody. I mean, is it me or does nobody care about Facebook anymore?
Nobody cares. I mean, it's still such a powerful social media platform, social network, but I don't know. I feel like it's everybody on there is at least 35 and up.
Yeah.
Probably older. It probably skews older.
Dude, they fucked up when they opened it up to foreigners and old people, you know? Before you needed that college email. It was sort of like a badge of honor. It's like you can only get on here if you are affiliated, you know? And then they started letting the fucking Mahmoods and the Mohammeds and I'm talking about my cousins, the people that send me friend requests. But yeah. Dude, sometimes I think about some of the cringe shit I used to do on Facebook back in the day. Like, oh, it's so embarrassing, dude. Oh. I can think of a lot of embarrassing shit. I'm not even talking about hollering at girls. I'm talking about other shit, dude.
Do you remember when you had a Facebook wall?
Yeah.
And then Facebook would they created this little widget where you could draw on people's walls. And like 60% of my friends would just go on each other's walls and like draw the N-word.
I thought you were going to say draw dicks. That's so much funnier. Yeah, no sports, no politics, though, guys. Come on.
I mean, it's like, can you imagine trying to remember back to like, let's see, what was that, like 2006 or 7? This is 2025. I'm not a math guy. We all know that.
Yeah.
Basically 18 years ago, and go, I don't know. I got to find all the N words and delete them. Nobody take that out of context, by the way.
So funny, dude. Damn. Yeah. Did you ever start any like Facebook groups, like any club? Remember that was a thing? It
Oh
was
yeah.
I did that. I did a Rockin' Moroccans or Moroccan Mafia or something like that. Or it was just like me and my cousin, and I didn't know any other Moroccans that would join. Oh, Kevin Smith, clip is cut. Oh, you're fucked, Shorts. You're fucked.
I do you remember when you could like pages or like things,
Yeah.
but it was just like a kind of a nonchalant, let me gather a collection of weird things that I like.
Yeah.
Well, eventually, like 5 years goes by, and at some point, Facebook featured all the things you like prominently in your like heading and profile with your Abby and everything to make it look like those are all the things that you support wholeheartedly.
Uh-huh.
So I only had one thing that I liked for the longest time.
Was
And
it
it was-
Greensboro Baptist Church?
No, it was Little League Baseball. So when Facebook
Oh
promptly
God.
featured that, it made me look like a fucking pedo.
Oh yeah, dude. You can't only like little boy sports. That's bad, dude.
I hate when they do that, when they make these like big sweeping changes and it takes everything you do out of context from the past.
Bro, I used to put so much thought and effort into like what my profile said, like your interests, your favorite shows, your favorite quote, all that shit. Because I mean, we're old, all of us. I feel like most of the listening audience is probably old enough to be from the MySpace era. You know how important the top 8 was, all that shit. And then Facebook kind of opened up a new it went a little deeper, it was like, but who are you actually, not just what's your background music, like, yeah, I used to spend a lot of time on that shit.
Isn't it? This is why, like, I try to keep things like this in mind when I imagine how much time I'm wasting, and I even imagine it for you too, because unfortunately, I see all of the Instagram group chat messages that you send throughout the course of one day. Much less.
Wait, hang on. I've gotten way better. You got to give me credit, dude. Come on. I do not spend a ton of time sending messages and all, but go ahead.
Yeah, but what's going to happen? I mean, isn't today your last day?
Yeah, we'll get to that. If you ask me about it, we'll get to it. Yeah.
Okay.
But
yeah, I mean, I try to think about that stuff when I'm like, where am I wasting time and energy? When I'm like, we went over this on Tuesday briefly for about 45 minutes, but I've been taking an inventory of my life and trying to just correct bad behaviors, bad patterns, and all that, yada, yada, yada. I mean, me in the vagina this week. It was like, remember back in the 80s, Ronald Reagan met with Mikhail Gorbachev in Russia, and they were supposed to be going over like trying to work out the kinks on like a new nuclear armament agreement. And there was a total media blackout. Nobody knew what was going on. They basically locked themselves in a room for like 48 hours. Pause. And then they came out and they were like, guys, peace for the world. We reached an agreement. It was like that this week in the Shorts household.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. That's what I'm talking about. Give me a hell yeah. That's great, man. Eddie, I don't know if we'll get into that, but that's cool. I'm happy to hear that.
But anyways, I try to think of like where I'm wasting my time. Where's the glut of energy coming from? It's usually from my stomach.
Wait, is glut is that like a shortened version of the word gluttony?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think it's supposed to be used as a noun, but I try to think about that when I'm like, where am I wasting time? And it's always on social media. So I try to cut that out like as much as I can.
I'll be honest, dude. I'm genuinely trying to get like political, social commentary, like that shit out of my feed. Because for the most part, I've realized it just annoys me. You know, like,
Yeah.
Regardless of like, it's a bipartisan issue. It's, and dude, my friend Cutter, you're in the group chat on Instagram. He sends constantly all day
long
about Trump. It's so fucking weird, dude.
And so just imagine if you're him and there's a him version of you sending you that shit all day long from the other side, how annoying it would be. And you realize that is kind of like an encapsulation of America right now. It's like we're literally just shouting Instagram reels at each other and we're going, shut the fuck up.
And it's never verified, like from either side. Like every time he sends me a reel, all I have to do is open the reel and like look at the comments, and usually like the first top 3 comment is, well, actually this didn't happen, this is this is taken out of context and blah 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 blah. And I'm like, of course, why am I even fucking wasting my time reading this shit? And it's the other way around too, like,
yeah,
but
I mean, I spent a good part of my day today just trolling him.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that.
Because I was just dropping bombs and then running out of the room. That's essentially what I was doing.
I love that you're doing that, dude.
And then I was like looking at my screen, seeing his responses, and then like the longer I didn't respond, the more angry his responses would get. And this says a lot about your algorithm that you even have this on your feed.
Dude,
like, I'm holding a baby right now, feeding it milk. Like, I don't give a fuck about this conversation.
Yeah, dude, you're so right, man. Yeah, I mean, no sports, no politics, but the whole DC National Guard. Honestly, dude, I'm not just saying this. I'm not just saying this because I've turned on Trump, but I'm so out on politics, which is weird because I devoted most of my day today to uploading and cutting interview that Luke Thomas did with Kamau Bell. You know who that guy is?
Yeah.
Which is fine. No sports, no politics. I don't care what his politics are, and honestly, I agree with not a lot, but like, I know I've talked about it before, but more than what you would think. But anyways, but it's such a fucking waste of time, dude. Like,
I know, that's what I've been trying to tell you for months.
Shut the fuck up, dude.
Richmond John says, Casper, tear down, Mr. Kasparov, tear down that wall.
But what do you fill that void with? Like, okay, so I don't want my feed to be politics or fucking, people talking shit about trans athletes or, anything like, or Israel or anything like. So what do you fill that void with?
I love this. This is your
fucking
response.
Learning. I follow the Khan Academy? What do I do?
You go, all right, I'm trying to cut social media out of my life. So what other social media can I fill it with?
Well, I don't think that social media is a net zero. I think that it's I think that it could be beneficial and good if you are using it the right way. And again, I think I talked about this on Patreon, on the Straight Tree, on patreon.com/IDM pod. I hope you guys would check it out. But our IDM feed, I don't know if you noticed, but it's completely different than it was 2 months ago.
Yeah.
There's no more busty sillies. You know what, dude? To be honest with you, I'll tell you, this is what I'm obsessed with. This is all I can think about the past like month or two. And I know it's hack to say this. I know it's hack. But like AI and chat GPT prompts and how I can make my life easier by using chat GPT and different AI different sites and shit like that. Like that's kind of like all I care about, to be honest with you.
Totally. Yeah.
So all right, I don't know if you noticed, but like, I send you every day, since you're in the market for a job, I send you all these like sites that you can just upload your resume and they'll just apply to the jobs for you. So you're welcome, you fucking piece of shit. I'm a good friend.
Thank you. And I promise you, hand on the Bible, I will get to it this weekend.
Okay. All right. I appreciate that.
I've been seeing them and I'm like, is this the same post he keeps sending over and over again? Because you will do that too sometimes. You'll
know.
forget that you sent something. Everybody does it. I mean, we all do it. But
Yeah.
or you'll forget who you sent it to, and you'll be like, all right, let me fire this off to this guy. And I'm
Yeah.
like, is he sending me the exact same post like 6 different times as he goes through different parts of his day? And he's going, you know what? This could be really beneficial for shorts.
No, honestly, I think I know what you're saying because they're all very similar, but I think those are 3 different sites that do the same thing. But I do that. I'm not denying that I do. You know what's heartbreaking though is when you send somebody a video and you're like, yeah, this is fucking hysterical, guys. Check it out. And then like 2 weeks go by and one of them sends the same video back to the group. And you're like, dude.
Oh no.
Nobody fucking cares what I say.
I've done that a million times. I've probably done that to you at least 10 times.
I know. It's hard to keep up with though, especially if you're fucking in a group chat with Cutter and he sends 5 Trump reels a day. And you know.
When I was hanging out with my buddy Reggie a couple weeks ago, he was like, we were talking about Instagram. He was like, yeah, I know. I send too many reels. And I was like, dude, you don't send too many reels. I love you. I will take the time because I love you and I care for you to watch every one of your reels.
Yeah.
But it might take me 2 weeks to get to them. You know what I mean? Because like it's such a problem with Instagram now where everybody's just inundating people with reels. And I don't even mind it. But I said to him, I was like, look, just on our podcast feed alone, you know, people send us, there's people that will send us like 5 reels a week and they're very funny. But like, can you imagine if we spent time looking and watching every single reel that people sent us? It would take literally a year. It would take a year of our lives to do that.
I know.
And like we try to keep up as best we can because we love the interaction with people.
No, yeah, I appreciate the dogs reaching out to us. Yeah, for sure.
If you stack all those little chunks of time up, like it's great. And then I go, I've got a guy that I'm friends with. His name is Othman Boucher.
Yeah. What'd he do?
He does watch every one of those reels.
That's true. Except for Cutters, dude. I don't, I get it, dude. Yeah, man. What was I gonna say? Anyways, okay. So we got so much to get to this week. I got a lot to talk about. I got some shit. We probably gotta. I don't even know if we'll get to it because I don't know if it's appropriate to talk about, but we might have to save it for the straight Treon. I don't know. It's the stuff I texted you about.
Yeah.
That's pretty bad. Pretty fucking bad, dude.
That's a Patreon topic.
Yeah, I don't even know if it's a Patreon topic because I haven't. Anyways, maybe we'll get to it.
Dude, honestly, I was telling my vagina about that one today. She, her response was, "What? So you guys were just talking shit about your wives to each other?" And I was like, "What? No, shut up."
Wait, that was her takeaway from what I told you?
Yeah.
That's crazy, dude.
I know. So then I go, no, it has nothing to do with that. I go, can you imagine what this person said to this person in his life? And she was like, oh my God, that's crazy.
It's really bad. Yeah.
And then I was like, that's how I feel every morning when I talk.
Yeah. Welcome to my world. So we got that. I know you got some lifestyle shit. I don't know what you want to get into, but as we do every week, how's your week, Shorts? How's life going?
It was fine, man. No, it wasn't fine. It was a terrible week. It was awful.
Yeah. Living the dream.
Yeah, living the dream. By the way, I feel like I owe it to people to start mentioning places of employment that I applied to that do not give me the time of the day. And
this is what you have to do when you collect unemployment. You have to submit a couple places that you applied to.
IDM unemployment line. Here we go. Yeah. All right. First, number 1 on the list, National Fisheries Institute. Fuck you.
Oh, fuck off.
Go
Fucking
fuck
national-
yourself. Nobody fishes anymore. You can
Yeah.
suck
What even is that?
what even
fucking-
is a fish?
Yeah. Fake ass NRA.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here.
No,
All
but
right.
I got that rejection email today, and I was like, "Are you for real? Like,
Was it?
could
Was
you
it a
guys be
LinkedIn
less?
bit?
Could you guys be less relevant? What are you gonna do? Like, hire some 20-year-old kid out of college or 24-year-old kid out of college, and all of a sudden he's gonna know about fishing, and wildlife? I'm so sure. Go
Bro,
fuck.
I I got to be honest with you, man. I don't know if it was a social media job or what, but I feel like you got to let that go, let that dream go, because AI is just gonna destroy those jobs within the next 5 years.
No, I know. We talked about this. I got to find something for now, though.
So was the National Rifles Fishermen Association? Was it social media or what was it?
Yeah, that's what it was.
Okay.
It was.
What was the?
I wasn't
Yeah.
like emotionally invested in it, but it was one of
Yeah.
those like when you take the time to go to their website and apply, it is irritating getting that rejection email. But at least you do have some closure.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
But-
it's better than being left hanging for sure.
The problem is when the closures start stacking on top of each other, and you're like,
Oh god,
"Boy, there's a lot of closure here today.
dude. Yeah,
It's a little bit closure than I bargained for."
yeah. What's wrong with me? What did I do? Any other jobs that you applied to?
Yeah, but I'm not going to talk about those yet.
Okay, well, all right. Dude, you know what's crazy? I found out that Starkist, Starkist?
Tuna,
Yeah, their headquarters are in Reston.
really?
Isn't that crazy? Yeah. So as soon as I heard that, I was like, is y'all niggas hiring? I went up there.
By the way, those were so funny.
Which one?
Like a brother would go up to like the cash register or like the customer service desk at like a Walmart, and he'd be filming
Yeah.
himself talking to them, and he'd be like, "Is y'all hiring?" Those are some. I've never laughed harder probably in my entire life than watching those, because
It is funny. Yeah.
people are
I
so
love that
confused. They're like, "What?"
Yeah, is this guy doing a bit? Yeah.
I'm sorry. Are you asking me if we're hiring, and are you serious about the question?
Yeah, is that how you're? Yeah. So, anyways, as soon as I heard that, I went to their Indeed and their LinkedIn, and they only have like quality assurance stuff and stuff that I don't even know what I could do for Starkist besides like
Wait,
the
so
funny.
breaking news. So you are applying for jobs again?
Oh yeah. We should probably talk about that real quick.
Yeah, you
Breaking
skipped that
news.
most important step.
Well, you don't ask me questions about my life. You make me like just fucking volunteer it, and I feel like a hack doing it. But yeah, breaking news, guys. Breaking news. We talked about it on the straight round a little bit this past week, where I put in my 2 weeks. I put in my 2 weeks notice. I think I did it live on the straight round last week.
You did. That shit was awesome.
But
Patreon.com/IDM pod.
yeah, and you guys can see the entire or listen to the entire letter I sent in. But it's just too much, too look, I can handle stress. I used to work for Chad Dukes, but I can't handle fucking being blamed for everything when nobody else is doing any work, and listening to a very heavy Indian accent the entire day. I'm sorry, that's where I draw the line.
It was.
Okay.
I mean, it was the most fitting resolution to your 3-month job search when you
Yeah.
had to, after literally 2 years of you making fun of Indian dudes on podcasts, you have to go and work for an Indian dude who's going to browbeat you every single day of your life.
I mean, dude,
It's the
everything. It was so crazy. I mean, it was insane, dude. I kept trying to find little like windows for him to differentiate himself from the rest of the Indian stereotypes that we have out there. I'm like, what do you like? What would you like to drink when we met together for a conference in Reston? I'm ordering food for the team from Reston Kebab. I'm asking, all right, what do you want to drink? Coke Zero? Cool. Diet Coke? Okay. You don't like Coke Zero? Cool. Okay. Sprite? You're a Sprite guy? Okay, cool. How about you? I say they have mango chutti here. I'm like, yeah, I guess they have it, but who the fuck orders mango chutti from Resting Kebab? Oh, I'll try a mango chutti. I'm like, all right, that's fucking weird. Now I gotta fucking carry this, to go cup back to the conference.
What the
You know
fuck?
what I'm saying?
What is mango chutti?
I don't know if it's called mango chutti. It's called mango
Mango chutti.
mango. It's a mango drink. It's like a lassi, mango lassi. And I'm like, are you doing a bit right now, dude? Like, you're gonna make me carry this to-go cup of mango Slurpee for you? And so, and then I'm like,
This is where we get ourselves in trouble because we're so jaded about the world that it's really hard for us to fit in with the real world.
bro, I'm not jaded.
when-
This is real life experience,
It's like
Like-
when you went to your neighbor's house and you were like, "Yeah, I'm sorry. My daughter has a lot of black dolls. She just loves playing with their hair." It's really weird. And then there's like a long pause of awkward silence at the other end of the conversation, and they're like, "What?"
Anyways, yeah. Dude, you know what? I don't give a fuck, man. I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of people not being. I was thinking about it today or not today, the other day when I was driving. I was like, I wonder if people are annoyed by me constantly beating up other groups of people for stereotypes, but not really bringing up like Arab stereotypes that often. Because I don't want people to think that like
You're racist.
we are free of criticism or. So
Oh no, dude, I make fun of white people all the time.
yeah, I honestly feel like I just don't interact with Arab people that often. I don't see them that often, but I know that they're they're just as annoying as Indian people. They're just way less successful than Indian people. But anyways, I'm not jaded. You know what? When I was a kid, and people would throw out racial stereotypes here and there, I remember, and by a kid I mean like a teen. I remember being like, man, that's so fucked up, dude. How can you judge a person by where they're from? That's every person is unique and an individual. And through life experiences, I started to recognize and notice patterns. Oh wow, that person does do that. Just like the other person who I met 6 months ago who has the same exact last name as him. Wow, that's weird. Oh wow, Jessica got in a car accident with an Indian dude, and he was very disrespectful to her and treated her like she was a subhuman because she's a woman. Oh wow, this guy comes into the gym at our apartment and he walks on the treadmill barefoot. That's weird. I wonder why no other ethnicities do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm specifically talking about Indian people. I've noticed stereotypes about other ethnicities too. But anyways, I'm not going to pretend like I don't notice that, dude.
Guys, that's next week's podcast.
Why is recognizing patterns and being like, oh yeah, I know, I could have told you that. Why is that fucked up to do? Anyways,
it would be really funny if you did like a new race or ethnicity every single week, and you're like, you know what? Here's what's wrong with Mexicans.
Dude, I love Mexicans. I love them. They work hard. They do shit jobs. They make great food. They're alcoholics a little bit, and they will literally fuck anything that they see with a hole. Like I remember working at Famous Dave's, all the cooks in the back, they weren't Mexican, but they were Central South American.
Oh, just like on the job site, they're not actually Mexican; they're Guatemalan Mexicans.
Yeah. And they were so horny, it was fucking weird. But they're great. They're great people, dude. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah. So and the other time when I try to give him an out, be like, "Oh, you're not that Indian, right?" I was like, "What kind of interest do you have?" I can sense you have an appreciation for comedy. He's like, "Oh, I like Bollywood movies sometimes, and I like to watch a good cricket game." And I'm like, "Oh my god, dude, Stop drawing me back to the stereotypes, dude.
Stop. I already hate, and I'm trying not to have this view about you, but I already hate that you guys do not assimilate with American culture.
Yeah, dude, just fucking wear socks.
You're killing me. It's like you're prodding me. You're doing that thing little kids do where you go, I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you. Dude, you know what I think about all the time, by the way?
Yeah.
How sick would it be to be the only white Bollywood movie star? It's like everybody's Indian in Bollywood. Bollywood is like, Indian Hollywood, right?
Yeah.
And then you go over to what is it?
Kuala Lumpur.
No, Mumbai. You go to Mumbai and you're just a superstar, but you're like, you're being just ascended upon by all the people heaping praise on you for being a movie star, but you're also walking through like the muddiest street of all time, and there's like fucking cow dung everywhere.
Yeah.
Like you're the best of the shitty bunch.
I would love to do that, dude. I would love to be like I don't know if I would stand out because I am just like a lighter version of them, but I've always kind of been envious of people who have gone to like Korea or Japan to teach English for a little bit. Like I think that would be a cool experience.
Like, if we're talking about identifying voids in the market, that's a huge one. I mean, we could be the first white superstars in Bollywood.
I mean, but we got to speak. I don't know what they speak. Punjab. I don't know what they speak, but yeah.
Yeah, and we also have to
cool.
get used to drinking mango chutis.
Mango, yeah. Anyways, okay, so back to this. So I put in my 2 weeks, right? And Richmond John, Shorts could be like the Chris Farley of Bollywood. Damn, dude, he's calling you a big fat art thing. That's mean. No, that would be funny. So I put in my 2 weeks, right? I put in my 2 weeks last week, and I didn't. The only other two people that were above, there are two people above me, the Indian dude who's the CEO and the new director of ops that I told you guys about, who fucking just threw me under the bus the first meeting we had, and was just a fucking piece of shit. And I sent it to them. I was like, yo guys, I'm peacing out. All right, I can't take this anymore, you motherfucker guys. And the next day, I don't get any response. I'm still doing my work because I'm a nice person. I'm a good person. They're paying me. I'll do work. I don't get any response until like noon, where he's like, "Okay, my friend, that is fine. Thank you. HR will be in touch soon." And then nothing from the quote unquote director of ops, fucking piece of shit motherfucker. And I'm like, okay, well, I guess that's that. And then they just start. It's almost as if I never sent anything. They're still asking me like, can you set a meeting for us to plan for this and that? And I'm like, yo, I'm not going to be here. Like, what are you talking about? No, I'm not going to help you plan for this. Like, you're lucky I'm logging onto this computer and doing this shit. Not that like, I don't think, not that I think that I'm like, I'm doing that. It's not a complete favor that I'm doing. I think that it's right to do work for a company if they're going to pay you, but like to do shit that is like months and months and months in the making. Like they wanted me to help them plan for this vehicle, this government vehicle is going to come out like in 6 months. I'm like, yo, no, I'm not doing that, dude. I'm closing shit out. But anyways, so the week goes by. This weekend, I went to the beach with my family. We stayed Sunday night at the hotel, and Monday we're going to stay at the beach a little bit and then drive home. So Monday morning, I get this email. Why did you cancel these meetings, these bi-weekly meetings? Did something happen with the solicitation that I don't know about? Please check me and Dan's schedule and send out an invite, like a calendar invite for this topic. And I just responded, I'm like, I'm not going to meet with you at the beach, dude. I'm at the beach, motherfucker. So I responded, I was like, I can't do anything. I can't do that today, maybe tomorrow. Sorry. And then no response, nothing. And then the next day, I get home. The work I'm doing is basically preliminary analysis on government opportunities that come out.
Capture
So,
analyst.
yeah. So if an opportunity, the government's like, hey, we need 100 M80s to drop on this tiny village in Somalia. I'm like, oh, cool. So here's the company that did this before. Here's how much they spent.
They're like, how many Indians can we get on this?
Yeah. Here is how many people in the village they killed. And here's how much it would cost us to do the same type of murder for for them in 2025. And so I'll type that up, put it in the CRM. You know what a CRM is?
Yes, of course.
Okay. So I'm doing that, but I'm not emailing them like, hey guys, just a heads up. I'm not going above and beyond. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So anyways, so I'm doing this work, and the Indian dude sends me a Slack message. Any updates on any of the opportunities? And I'm like, motherfucker. Again, you're lucky I'm doing this shit. But if you are curious, just look at the fucking shit that I tagged you in the CRM that you asked me to keep all the notes in, you know? And I was texting with my guy, Adam Knair, who's like a veteran in this industry. And I was like, yo, is it a bad bit for me to not like be super responsive and shit if they're not really getting the point that I'm kind of falling back? And he's like, dude, you quit. Like they're lucky that you're doing this work. Like don't feel like you owe anything to them. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I just kept doing what I was doing. And then the next day, I'm kind of doing the same thing. The dude hits me up. He's like, any updates on blah, blah, blah? I don't respond because I'm like, I'm not getting into this I'm not doing that. And then the director of ops, Dan, the fucking fat ponytail guy, balding, he sends a message. Hey, got any updates for us? And I don't respond. I'm like, fuck you, dude. Fuck off. And then within an hour, I get a message from the HR girl. Please call me when you get a chance. And I'm like, it's 4:30. I'm with my kids right now. I'll call you tomorrow. She's like, well, I need to really speak to you soon. Can you please call me tonight? I just don't respond. Fuck off, you know? The next morning she responds. I'm thinking they want to cut me loose. They don't want to pay me for a week of not responding to them. So I talked to her and she's like,
bring. Oathman, yes, we really actually love the way that you handled the CEO there. We want to give you a raise.
Yeah. Dude, honestly, I think that they thought I was bluffing. Like, because they never roped in HR until I stopped responding to them. So anyway, so HR, I called her the next day. I was like, hey, give me a call whenever. And she was like, yeah, we need you to turn in your laptop ASAP. They have some new dudes that they're onboarding, and they want to get them the equipment as soon as possible. We'll still pay you out for your remainder week and a half, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, that's all I care about. So yeah, get us that as soon as possible. And I texted the recruiter girl. I was like, hey, you guys got a new dude or what? She's like, nah, we don't. I don't know what they're talking about. So I think they were bitter that I wasn't responding, and they were like, well, one last punch in the dick for you. Let's fucking tell you when you quit, So
well, at least it's over. I mean, it's in the past. You're officially done, right?
Yeah, I'm done. I still have to turn in one more timesheet on Wednesday, but I'm done doing work for them, shit like that. Yeah, it'll be fine. Shit'll work out. Yeah.
Well, it could be worse. You could be a WNBA player. They're trying to, I believe, negotiate for better pay right now.
Uh-huh.
Now, tell me if this isn't the most. You all right?
I'm sorry. I'm kind of sick, and I keep sneezing. I'm trying to hold it back.
Tell me if this isn't the most woman shit you've ever heard in your entire life. So I'm gonna play this clip real quick,
Mhm.
and then
Are you sharing something on the screen right now? I don't see it. Just heads up. Okay, there it is.
all right, you guys let me know if you don't hear this.
I think we can focus on our players in the union. We got a proposal from the league, which was honestly a slap in the face, and I think we really have to put an emphasis on the players that are in our league right now. But I'd love to see the league growing. I think adding teams in Philly and Detroit, like that's how amazing is that the league can grow. But how cool would it also be to have like a little bit expansion on the rosters. Like, let's focus on the teams that have everything set up right now, and maybe focus on the teams also that find excuses continuously to lack investment into their players before we focus on adding more to the grain of people that can't really be sustained. I think.
So, what are your thoughts? Wait, I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Sorry. Did she talk about specific numbers? Did she mention?
So here's what you gathered from this. Now they hang on, let me pull this up. So they're trying to get like more pay, but they're trying to like raise the floor. The league minimum is what they're trying to get higher, but they also the WNBA was like, all right, so look, we're gonna quadruple what you guys make now. You're gonna go from making 66K, which by the way, I'd be like, silly. That's a great salary.
Can you plug your phone microphone? It's like you said 66 a day, 66K. Is that what you said?
66K is
Okay.
what their floor is now.
Yeah.
So the WNBA was like, all right, how about this? We'll make, and now again, the league is hot right now. They got attention that they've been trying to get for years and years and years, 2 decades basically. The WNBA is like, how about this? Everybody makes at least 250K.
Oh my god,
that's a sick ass salary, right?
Dude, that's like Casper money there. You know what I'm saying?
Easy.
I did. I just said it's like. I didn't say it is.
It's in the same realm.
Yeah.
But here was like the catch. They were like, but you're not going to be able to make more than $1 million. So they're going, we'll raise your floor. We'll raise your floor almost to the fucking roof of what it is right now. But the roof, the ceiling, that glass ceiling, it's going to be like 2 inches higher.
Okay.
And so the women, they were like, that is not enough. they got the money that they've been asking for fucking decades. They've got it in their hands. It's right there. All they have to do is say, yes, we'll take it. And they get there and they're like, I'm sorry, we want more from you.
Ugh,
that is, to me, the most woman shit I've ever seen.
Dude, that is. I mean, to juxtapose it with I know people don't consider this as much of a real sport as basketball, but MMA, they've been taking the UFC to court like for the past 5 years because they pay their fighters on the undercard literally like $6,000,
Yeah.
And they'll have to spend 4 months training for a fight, paying trainers and shit like that, not having a real job. And
they're like living the shorts life.
Yeah. And the fighters are always so quick to be like, oh, you want to settle? Yeah, let's settle. Yeah, let's take whatever you want. Yeah, whatever. And they always take this like fucking deal from the UFC that's just pennies on what they could actually be making, because they all have this like mindset in the back of their minds where they think, well, it's really up to me to make myself a success in the UFC. You know, I have to keep winning fights, get sponsorships, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, we all have that opportunity in the UFC.
They've got such a short shelf life as fighters that it's impossible for them to unionize.
Yeah. They don't want to either, because none of them, the ones who are making a crazy amount of money, don't want to piss off the bosses and shit like that.
And anyways, you're right. To your point, they all envision when they get in that they're going to be the next Conor McGregor that changes the sport, flips it upside down.
Right. And these girls are so fucking delusional, dude. Like they all refuse to acknowledge that they have a golden goose in the league. They all probably hate her, you know, and they think it comes down to like their skills and their ability, which is what is worthy of them getting this crazy salary that most of America would kill to have.
They all have incredible skills and ability. Okay. I'm sure that's a fact, right?
Yeah, we're feminists on the show. Like, yeah, that's clear, obvious.
The bottom line is the league has been in the red for 2 decades, and the only reason it still exists is because the NBA, what's that word where the government subsidizes the league, keeps it afloat.
Yeah. Now, have you looked into the green dildo cryptocurrency at all?
Yeah, you kind of fucked us on that one, and on accident. But it turns out that literally the day that we did that story on IDM, I think it was last week.
Yeah,
we were getting replies the next day going, guys, this was a scam. The whole thing was a fucking, you know.
What, like a bit that they're all in cahoots with to do together?
No, it was a big publicity stunt to pump up some meme coin.
I mean, I still like it though.
I do too. Sure, let's keep their own dildos. As far as I'm concerned,
I don't care. To me, I don't give a fuck what it's connected to. The dildos on the court bit is hilarious, and I wanted to keep going.
It reminded me of, and this is where I'm always, you know me, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I do dip my toes in the water because I want to know what's going on. I want to know what the people are thinking out there.
You're a skeptical dude. You're skeptical of shorts for sure.
And look, dude, I was in a past life, I was a journalist. I mean, that is the mind of a journalist. You have to always be skeptical of information that you're receiving. I would posit actually that journalists, although they seemed to be very against QAnon people like 5 years ago, I would say they're like one footstep to the left of QAnon. Like it's the same mindset. Sure. It's going, let's see what's out there. Is this real? Should I dig deeper? Like they're basically the same brain.
Yeah, I agree.
So when you throw stories at me like that and we get immediate pushback from the dogs in the comments, I go, is he doing that to set me up and make me look dumb? Because there was one time where you played this clip of Oliver Anthony and you were like, dude, have you seen the new Oliver Anthony?
Uh-huh.
And the next day I was getting like inundated with people messaging me going, that's a fake story. That's a fake story that I've been playing. It was like Oliver Anthony had folded and accepted some new multi-million-dollar deal with some big corporate entertainment company or something like that.
Yeah.
And we did like 10 minutes on it.
Yeah, he sold out. Yeah.
It was a fake. That never happened. It wasn't real.
I know, dude. You know, man, I can't know everything. Okay.
No, when you do that stuff, I go, is he just trying to make me look like the dummy? so that I have to own that I brought the fake story to the show? Or
No, man.
is he literally
you
just
got
not
this like
looking into it?
it's so weird, man. Like I'm obviously the sensitive one on the show, right? But you always think I'm like out to get you. It's so weird.
Not out to get. I think
I'm just trying to do.
I
I'm just
think
trying to
you're
do a
always
fun
on the
show.
prowl looking for funny comedic situations, and if I
Yeah.
have to step into a situation where I look like a big dumbass, which I'm
Nah,
okay
dude.
with, by the way, but I'm always looking for it.
I'm never trying to set you up like that. But one thing that I can say for sure that is not a meme or a fake viral bit out there is this funny wacky video that is going viral these days. Have you seen this?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna play a little bit for you real quick,
Y'all
and then I'm gonna
hiring?
stop. Is y'all hiring? I'm gonna play a little bit for you, and then I'm gonna stop it. I want you to guess what is gonna happen, and then we'll play the rest. Okay. All right, here we go. You know what? For the record, dude, Jem Montana. Shouts to Jem Montana, by the way. She's got like a broken tibia, fibula, ankle, all that shit. Rest in peace to her fucking ankle, dude. It looked gnarly. But she said, I mentioned the meme coin in the comments that night. Guess you didn't see. I'm sorry, we missed it. Yeah. And Kevin Smith said, they don't listen to you, Jen. They just look at photo. You know what, Kevin Smith? He's pretty much right about that, by the way. All right, watch this video. Let's see what happens.
It's going down. New watermelon challenge.
This is the watermelon challenge. I'm sure you heard of the ice bucket challenge. The cinnamon challenge. This is the watermelon
It's all
challenge.
ready to do. It's going down. New watermelon challenge. It's all ready to do.
So for those who aren't watching, it's a video. Probably it looks like it's in an urban neighborhood. It's a African American gentleman standing on top of a car, holding a watermelon, shirtless. And there seems to be, I can't tell if this is like a auntie or a young boy wearing an auntie's dress, but he's beneath the guy holding the watermelon, right? All right.
Don't try this shit at home.
Watermelon challenge. Come on, man.
Look at me. You look at me.
We're gonna count it down. Count down to 10.
10. 9.
Now they're counting down from 10.
Oh God.
He's holding it up like he's gonna throw it down on this auntie's head. I don't know.
I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous.
Just I don't know what your background in physics is, if you if you excelled in that in high school or anything like that.
I got a
Or-
D-.
Yeah, physics is difficult, dude. All that advanced fucking trigonometry, fucking mathematics, that's hard. But what do you think is going to happen here?
I'm nervous to say.
Okay.
I feel like you might be doing that thing that we just talked about where you're setting me up.
I'm setting you up for failure.
All right. Just play it.
All right, let's see what happens. Watermelon challenge. Don't try this at home.
Count down to 10.
10. 9. 8.
Oh.
You good?
No.
It's pretty bad,
Why
right?
did they do that?
I mean, it makes no sense whatsoever. So for those who aren't watching, he's standing on the car, throws the watermelon as hard as he can.
He drops it like the ball dropping in New York City.
I mean, I don't know if he dropped it. It seemed like he threw it with like some serious force.
There was some thrust there.
Ugh. And the watermelon breaks in half, but she immediately passes out and falls on the ground.
She might have
Face
passed away.
I mean, what did they think was going to happen? That's
Oh,
what I don't understand.
That poor auntie, dude.
What?
Why do people do shit like this? I don't understand. Like, shouldn't we be past this where like we know people do dumb stuff for like the Darwin Awards? Essentially, is what we say after the fact, where somebody
Yeah.
like the kids a couple summers ago that were backflipping off of speedboats, right? And the one
Right.
kid backflipped off of a cruise ship and was never seen or heard from again.
Right.
Like, shouldn't there be enough instances of people doing dumb shit like this and it ending so badly, sometimes even fatally, that like it's out there now in the ether that people just kind of generally know don't do shit that's so dumb that you might end up hurt or dead?
I think people are just so thirsty to go viral for whatever that they're just like, fuck it. If that happens, you know, all the better. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's just what it took to get there.
Do you remember when the ice bucket challenge was like a big thing?
Oh yeah. Did you ever do it?
No, but I knew this kid that like kind of I knew him from high school, and he had kind of like drugged himself into like a schizophrenic stupor.
Uh-huh.
And
I know a guy like that. Yeah.
like 6 months after the ice bucket challenge was a thing, I remember seeing him post this video of him like he was in his parents' townhouse's basement, obviously, because I've been there and I know what it looks like. And he was like 25 at the time, right? So just to give you like some idea of like optics. And he took this bucket of water and dumped it all over himself, posted it on Facebook, and there were like 3 likes. And it was like clearly this guy looked coked out of his mind.
Oh, God.
Then he went on to, I guess he got like enough views that he went on to like do like a series of ice bucket challenges. But it was like everybody was watching just to be like, dude, what is this guy? What happened to him? What the fuck? Dude,
what is he doing?
What happened to Brian? That's crazy.
Damn, dude. Yeah. Yeah, the likes and the the views on Instagram and YouTube, and it'll sometimes that's all it takes for people to be like, fuck it, I'm just gonna keep doing this shit. You know?
Yeah. It's almost depressing, but we've also been there. I feel like in a way we almost grew out of it, but maybe not so much. We're still doing this podcast.
I mean, dude, that guy RizCam, posts videos over and over of himself and like just getting embarrassingly rejected by chicks. And he's like, whatever, this feeds the algorithm, this bumps up the followers, so he just keeps going. All right, real quick, I want to run 2 videos by you. These were I could not stop seeing these videos in my feed on Twitter this week, and I wanted to see what you had to say about them. So the first one is this old clip from a Howard Stern live event they did.
All right,
they did. Did you see this?
Yeah.
You did see it. Okay.
I swear to God, dude, I don't know if it's that you and I look at the same stuff and have the same algorithm, or if the new version of X/Twitter is just intentionally showing everybody the same exact shit. But in a way, I feel like, if you think about it, it's almost like what television used to be. You know how there were originally 3 channels that our parents grew up with, and then it became like 13, then it became 50, then 100, now it's 1,000. And that was cable television, right? Like everybody was watching the same stuff within like a range of like 50 different things, right?
Yeah.
When we were growing up. And then the cord cutting happened and social media happened, and then all of a sudden there was this schism, and then all of a sudden everybody's watching different things, and there's almost no way to connect everybody to each other anymore, because we realized that what bound us together was literally watching the same shit. It was like what we would talk about at water cooler talk, and now we're all watching different things out of like a million different options. That's what I feel like Twitter has become now. I feel like it's become the new television of like 20 years ago, where we're all just seeing like a variance of 13 to 25 different things, but they're all the same 13 to 25 things.
Yeah. I agree. Although I would say that like when I bring this up to people in the neighborhood, Like, did you see this clip from Howard Stern? They're like, what are you talking about? You know what I mean?
Okay, all right. So it is just you and I.
Yeah, I think so. All right. So, so for those who didn't see it, there's a clip from a live event, Howard Stern live event. It was a I don't know why they called it Butta Face competition with an A.
I know that's annoying, right?
Yeah, they're like, let's try to appeal to it's butter face, women that are attractive from the neck down. And
it's everything but a face. It's like,
no, it's but her face.
I know, but it's but a face is the name of the contest. So it would be everything but a face. So
yeah, I guess
she pulls the paper bag off and she's got zero face. She's like that lady that got mauled by that chimpanzee. She's a butt a face. Everything but a face.
All right, so here's this woman was she's gone viral this week. And let's see why.
The bag, here we go, and let's see the face.
Is that a speed bump on the way?
Stacy, it's got to be hard when the crowd starts.
Oh, dear.
James, you give her the microphone so I can talk to you. Stacy, it's got to be tough when the crowd
All
starts
right.
freaking
Okay.
out. You take the bag over. Is this
Pause.
how it feels?
No, not really.
How did you end up here in the Butterface? Did some guy tell you about it?
No, actually, my friend Candace entered me into it.
Wow. Did she tell you? Off the bag.
I mean, this is the craziest shit I've ever seen, dude.
First of all, the guy throwing up into the paper bag in the audience,
Yeah.
that's the biggest plant I've ever seen in my life.
You think so?
Yes. Are you joking?
Dude, you're there. Okay, sure.
You think she's so ugly that he had a
You always think that things are like planned and trying to fucking. There's always these illusions out there that are trying to dissuade people. I think this guy was just trying to get attention on him. So he was like, "Oh, Butterface, I'm gonna do a bit where I throw up into a bag out there." Like this woman. Do you think she was a plant? This chick that looks like Drew Barrymore. Do you think she's a plant?
You know what? Fair rebuttal. I'll take that one.
He's just a guy trying to fucking be funny and get attention.
He didn't.
But-
we didn't have Twitter back then, so he's just trying to get ads.
Yeah. Dude. Okay, I got a lot to say about this. What are your initial thoughts?
I mean, I think she looks like a 15-year-old Peruvian boy.
Whoa, hey, yo, pause.
I didn't put her in the contest.
Wait, what do you? So you're not.
She
into
looks
her?
like a male, but with long hair.
She looks like a male, but with long hair.
Yeah, like
I
a
think
dude.
Any dude that has had the luxury, the benefit, the fortune to sleep with a woman and wake up with her and have her be ugly the next morning, would know that this is just what a woman looks like when her makeup is not done.
Look, a counterpoint to me saying that she looks like a dude. Our guy Busty says they definitely told this chick not to wear any makeup and look as bad as possible because she's clearly attractive. So Busty's, that's you, not me, but that's your thing, not mine. That's okay.
Bro, speaking of Busties, I mean, come on. Look at this silly bazilli, dude.
Yeah. I didn't realize
mean,
that was her body. I thought that was like a shot of like a different girl.
Even for bolt-ons, those are great.
Yeah. They got like nice curvage. They're hanging but not sagging. That's important.
She's got. It's just so weird. You know what's also weird about this? Artie Lang, who is one of the
ugliest guys,
ugliest dudes in radio.
Yeah,
fake laughing as if he is so revolted by her that's hysterical, dude. Don't make me pull up a picture of current Artie Lang. Shouts to Fred, by the way, for not giving it any energy.
I almost don't want to do this. Like, I don't want to go back and dissect video clips of things that we used to revere from 20, 30 years ago, because I don't want to find out how much was actually fake. Like, I really don't want to know, you know? Like, once
You can't handle it.
once that those worms are out of the can, you can't put them back in.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. You're like, what? My whole entire childhood was a lie, for sure. Especially when you're like, yo, you know what I'm saying? This dude is laughing at how ugly that girl is.
Isn't it sad? It's so sad what happened to his nose, man. Like, there's got to be a way to fix that. That's crazy.
I don't think it's sad, dude. Let's be honest, dude. Artie Lang should be dead. Like,
it looks like he ran into a glass window.
it looks like he is currently it looks like he currently has his nose up against a glass window. Like someone is pushing. Yeah. I mean, Artie Lang should be dead. So the fact that he's alive and this is just what he has to deal with is like, you know, he's very fortunate for that to be the case.
Busty says, watch the full clip. Howard even tells her she shouldn't be in the contest.
That's good. That's good. I appreciate Stern being honest, you know. But goddamn, do I miss these days, dude, where you could have conversations about chicks being hot or gross. I mean, even though this is clearly incorrect assessment, I miss the days of like, do you remember Jenny Jones or Ricky Lake where they're like, I used to be ugly in high school. Now I'm you know what I'm saying? Like super hot. And they would have chicks who were nerds in high school like come out and
you know, Phil Donahue.
Yeah, right.
No, but I'm totally with you. Like, that's why I feel like we are on the precipice of a new, and maybe this is just wishful thinking. It probably is, but I feel like we're on the precipice of, and we were talking about it a little bit with Sydney Sweeney a couple weeks ago. You know, the Good Genes commercial, and just how everybody's just obsessed with her boobs. I feel like we are on the verge of like a new golden generation of just trash television, trash radio, podcasting, entertainment, all of it. Like we are knocking on the fucking door right now. We just need somebody to open it. Yeah.
Do you think there will ever be a scenario where a big show has a butterface competition?
Yeah. Dude, we could do it tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't know. If we
I mean, but you mean like a real, like an actual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be interesting. Dude, remember that show Extreme Makeover? Do you remember
that? I never really watched like gay shit like that. That's more your lane.
So I used to love. I mean, I'm talking about like this was like the trashiest of trashy, like Fox reality shows back in the 90s. Here, let me pull it up. They would literally get like butt ugly people, and they would be like, "All right, we're gonna give you these 10 surgeries," and they would just have them go through all these fucking like very painful, very like serious surgeries, and then months later come out and be like, "Oh my god, you're beautiful now."
All right, guys, bring in the bone saw. Bring in the bone saw.
Yeah, dude. There you go. Hang on, let me look it up.
That's crazy, by the way.
I miss those days.
Can I just tell you, I don't mean to bully pulpit you here, but I'm so irritated that like the new wave of like plastic surgery that all the starlets are getting is, have you seen that buccal fat removal?
Yes, dude.
It's driving me nuts. It's taking otherwise very extraordinarily hot women and then making them look like fucking ghosts, like ghouls.
Oh, God, dude. Don't even get me started.
They take that like sugar plum fat underneath their eyes and their cheekbones, and they just remove it. And they're all doing it. It makes them all look older and gaunt and unhealthy, but they're all obsessed with it. It's like the new rage. And I'm worried that like every fucking like beautiful woman that we emotionally invest in, she's going to end up ruining her face.
You're talking about I think it's called buccal fat removal.
Yeah, buccal or buccal, however you say that.
Yeah. Okay. So there's that. There's also one more viral video I wanted to talk to you about.
All right.
All right. I'm sure you saw this, since we're both on Twitter, and this is one of the most viral videos of the week. But so there's all these dating, like, I don't even know if they're dating shows. I mean, we talked about the balloon popping video or show where it's like a singles who pop their balloon if they're not sized for the girl. This video has gone viral. It's a bunch of girls in a room, a bunch of guys in a room. This girl, she pleads her case for a minute, and it does not go very well for her. Here we go.
Okay, I'm Riley. I'm 24. I'm from Houston, Texas. And honestly, I'm down for any good adventure. I just got scuba dive certified, and I'm planning to go to Australia this summer, so I'm super excited about that. And then I just picked up skiing like 2 years ago, and I honestly love any themed party. Like, those are like my favorite things to go to, my favorite things to plan. And I'm looking for someone that wants to be my adventure buddy, and it's someone that I can trust in and is going to be there for me.
Aww.
All right, so the host says, anybody who wants to get to know her better, step forward, please.
Nobody raises their hand. Nobody steps forward.
Guys are laughing.
That's sad. That's so sad.
It says justice for Riley.
Oh,
all right.
That's so humiliating for that girl.
I know.
But at the same time, I wouldn't fuck her,
Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask you is what do you think they're in the wrong for that?
I saw a take on this that somebody said, they go, male loneliness is the most self-inflicted epidemic of our time, or something like that. Because there's a lot of ideas out there that men are lonelier than they ever have been before, and a lot of it people attribute to online dating and how they can't actually meet women in person and connect with them in person the way that you and I would have growing up. But I feel like I'm riding a fine line between being honest about what I'm saying and complete misogyny, but that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. It's not the guy's fault that they're not interested in her, and that has nothing to do with male loneliness. The girl is in front of them in person. The problem with male loneliness is that they're completely detached from reality, and they've been completely fucking browbeaten by society for the past 10 years and having been told that they are worthless and all they do is ruin women's lives and they're the source of all of society's problems. That's what's contributing to male loneliness, not like some random group of 20 assembled dudes going, I'm not into this chick. I don't think she's hot. That's crazy to me.
All right. Well, I mean, no sports, no politics, but I agree with you. I think that okay, let's just call it how it is, dude. Riley, I'm sure she's a nice girl. Well, actually, let me go through some of the replies on this. You said you saw this video in your feed this week, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
it was one of my 13 channels.
Yeah. So some of the top replies are: men want to have a family and chill, not go on stupid high-stake adventures every day. Life is not a Netflix show, and you're not the main character. Let's see. We need to talk more about how much of a red flag it is for men when a girl says, I love to travel. I'm not sure what that means, but okay.
That's dumb. Yeah.
In 2025, the fact that women are still advertising for an adventure buddy is shocking. No, men don't want to foot the bill for your travel. And yes, a woman having traveled extensively correlates with high body count and likelihood of venereal disease. Ladies, will you ever learn? Okay. The guy she wants would never sit through this shit. He's on a mountain somewhere, or perhaps sailing to Coco's Island, catching fish to feed the crew on the way. He's not sitting in that room, or will he ever? Uh, okay, and one more. She's a 5 and she dresses badly, but there are still okay, I didn't read this. I didn't read this full comment before I selected it, but there are still 380 Indians jacking off to her right now. I did not know it was going to end that way.
All right.
This
So
sentence.
apparently this was a Mormon dating show. Thanks, Bus. I didn't know that. That kind of explains a lot more, maybe.
Okay.
Jen says, no, every guy thinks they're hot enough to get a 10, and they should really get a 4, but they ignore the 4s. You know, you've touched on this before. I feel like there's maybe 8, 9, or 10 dudes out of every 50 that are cleaning up the puss.
Yeah, probably, dude. You know, they're living the dream. You know.
Yeah,
But,
and then all the other dudes are just getting left out in the rain.
Yeah, I don't know though. So you're saying that like ugly chicks have less of a chance now than they do? Okay, because let's be real, dude. This girl, I'm sure she's nice. She's very sweet. The way she, it sounds like she wants to live life, but she looks like Caleb Landry Jones. You know who that actor is?
Yeah,
he's this actor. He's here we go. I provided a. She looks like this guy. You know. So I'm sure she's a nice girl, but when dudes see her and she doesn't dress to compliment her body or anything like that, they're like, I'm not that size. And unfortunately, dudes are that's just how dudes are wired. They want physical appeal before they get to know you.
Sure.
But
women like us for our minds, dumbasses.
But you're saying that that ugly girls like don't get like hollered at as much as they did in the past, because
no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that there's like a bunch of hot guys that are taking all the hot chicks, and all the chicks that are just under the hot tier that are like good looking. They're taking everybody. They're picking them off like fish in a barrel on the dating apps, and then all like the dudes that are 6s and below are getting nothing.
Wait, so do you think it's
That's
easier?
Your take. That's your take. I'm just regurgitating your take back to you.
I'm asking you for your take.
I don't know. I'm not on dating apps. How the fuck would I know?
I don't, neither am I. I'm asking you for your assessment, dude. We both have daughters. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you think the world's going to be like for them?
I hope by then we've gotten past this, that technology is not like the sole source of people meeting each other. Like, I feel like this is, I think honestly, 40 years from now, and I could be wildly off. It could go violently in the other direction.
Yeah.
But I feel like society, and it takes time, is going to learn from the mistakes that almost we're going through right now.
You mean like what mistakes are you talking about?
Like making too much of our life wrapped up in our phones and in computers and all that stuff. I feel like there's going to be a boomerang effect at some point where people are like, oh, my parents were always staring at their phones and it was hard to talk to them. It's impossible. And so they're going to like almost go back to analog in a way.
Yeah. Yeah. I think you're right.
I think it's just human nature. I mean, and we're in this weird time where we happen to be the ones witnessing all these crazy advancements for the first time. And it's like feeling around in the dark when you're just trying to make your way to the bathroom, but you can't figure out where the fuck the walls are.
Yeah.
And we're just going, I think it's over here. And we're all just missing nonstop.
All right, but you ready for me to blow your mind? Pause before we wrap this shit up. Here is a prime example of social media viral clips, edited, not full context videos, tricking you into believing one thing that is not 100% true.
Oh,
That show you just saw, here is what it actually is. Everyone's losing their minds over men not wanting to date this girl, saying men are superficial and only care about looks. Do people not know there's a wall between them? The men can't see what she looks like. They're going
no
off
way.
solely off her personality and cadence.
Whoa.
That's
Dude,
what the show is.
that is such a reveal. So
I know.
that is like that is tailor made for social media editing, like just camera tricks, essentially. We all see the 4x2 square rectangle, whatever that shape is, on her phones in front of her faces, and only what that amount of like screen allows us to see. And then boom, zoom the camera back. Oh, actually, they're separated the entire time.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's crazy, right? Because almost every take you see is like she's kind of gross. Men are physical creatures. They want a girl who presents herself better. Blah blah. They can't even see this bitch.
Wait, so these dorks actually just don't want a travel buddy?
I guess
What
but
fucking
also
losers.
Them
they don't
like
want to travel. They want to just stay in their house all day.
Well, I mean, I feel like I would feel the same way.
They don't want to leave Fairfax, Virginia.
I would like to stay in Fairfax, Virginia for the rest of my life. No, but them laughing while she's talking is not as mean, knowing that she couldn't see them laughing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, they were probably just doing like inside bits, not audible. She couldn't hear them doing bits, but yeah, it's interesting how like this is such a like prime example of how shit is not what it seems so often on the internet.
Oh, this is like the David Blaine of internet promos.
Yeah. All right. We got to do the patreon.com/IDM pod 3 times a show. If you guys like the show, check out patreon.com/IDM pod. You will get, I know. You will get 3 episodes a week. But of course, as we do every week, we got to give a shout out to our dogs, our guys, the best fans.
Can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Can you can you do the Mike Cook read? I gotta piss so bad I'm gonna piss in my pants. And we all learned over the past week and a half how badly that can ruin my life.
Yeah. Oh wait, are we not doing big time P1s?
We'll do it after.
All right. Bet. Let me pull up my dog, my guy, my dog, Mike Cook.
In northern Virginia, where the sun always shines, Money Mike, he fixes any kind of pipeline. He's got the skills, and he's happy to see you. He won't judge you for having diarrhea. Money Mike's the sponsor of IDM's big show. Dial 703-501-1926. Let him know. Mention IDM, get 10% off your fee. He's a plumbing boss that gets sized in his pee-pee.
All right, guys. As we do every single week, we got to give a shout out to our guy, Money Mike, from Money Mike's Plumbing, the Clifton Plumber. You guys know who he is. You guys know how he does. Give him a call, 703-501-1926. I don't know if you guys seen, but he's got a pretty fancy, pretty nice website going nowadays. TheCliftonPlumber.com. Here's some cool pictures of him being a man. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's funny. Our
I can't see the pictures, dude.
They can't. Oh shit! All right, let me move this shit out of the way. You know, dude, I was covering for your ass. You come over here.
No, you're doing
and you
great.
fucking
You're
just
doing
call
great.
me out.
You're doing great.
My vagina, she was like, "Oh man, two of our toilets are clogged right now. I think something's going on with our plumbing system." I'm like, "Bitch, calm down, all right. First of all, one of my top dogs is a plumber, so if anything's wrong, I'll just hit him up. He'll be like, "Yo, just do this." But also, why do you worry so much about everything so quickly? Like, let me at least try to plunge it first." But anyways, as I was plunging the toilet, she's like, "Oh, do you think you're Mike, the Money Mike, the plumber?" And I was like, "Yeah, actually, I do, because if anything goes wrong, I can just text him. You know, I can just ask him what to do." And she's like, "Whatever." I was like, "Yeah, exactly, whatever." Fucking bitch. Anyway, 703.
She's like, "Do you think you're thecliftonplumber.com or something?"
Yeah. So I was like, "Dude, if anything goes wrong, all I have to do is dial 703-501-1926, and best believe I'm gonna mention IDM to get 10% off of this fee, because that's my guy and that's how we roll." Did I miss anything?
No, dude, you hit it all. I love it.
All right. And as usual, as we do every single week, got to give a shout out to our big time. Oh, check him out, by the way. thecliftonplumber.com. All the contact forms work now. They go to him. Dude, you'd be surprised. Shut the fuck up, dude. Stop laughing. Shut the fuck up, dude. You'd be surprised, dude. There's a decent amount of people that have reached out. So I appreciate you guys, you know. And I see Mike. I'm in there. I'm in his inbox. I got his password, so I'm seeing him responding to everybody right away. So yeah, hit him up, thecliftonplumber.com, and ask him, why are you gay? But in the meantime, let's holler at our big time P1s.
It's time for our big time P1 shout outs.
Shout outs to you guys for keeping the IDM going. We literally could not do this show without your financial support. So shout outs to Alex, AJ McCown, Alex Davis, Brendan Cooney, Brendan Smith. Shout outs to Brent Wenzel, Brian Altman, Brian Bus Tees, Carlos N. Shout outs to Chris Eller, Danger Mexico. Shout outs to Danny Loudermilk, David Slatt, Don DeMarco. Oh, by the way, shout out to David Slatt. Such a good guy. David Slatt of Slatt Homes. If you guys are ever in the market for a home while you happen to be driving through Boston, Massachusetts, Google Slatt Homes. We've been looking for somebody to build us a deck, and David Slatt went out of his way to write up an estimate for us for free on the house gratis so that we could use it to bring down the cost of the local deck builder. So shout outs to David Slatt. What a good guy.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Shout outs to Don DeMarco, Ernesto Ladon, Craven Moorhead, Iron, Mike Sleep, James M. Shout out to Jen Montana, Duda Stanky Leg.
Yeah, because her legs fucked up. Yeah. Sounds right. Yeah.
All right, shout outs to JP Flame, Kevin Leahy, Kevin Smith, Korean John, Chris Stein, Lance Parker. Shout outs to Matt Broderick, Matt Starcheck, and Matt Starcheck. Shout outs to oh wait, I got the wrong. What the fuck? Hang on a second.
Here we go.
No, I got it right here. Hang on. We're good. Okay. All right. Shouts to Peter Rosecrans, Phil J, Reggie, Ron Mexico, Instagram.com/Brad Paints This. Shoutouts to Sean Kibler, Steven Snowman, Theo H. Shoutouts to two gay men and their closeted listeners.
That's funny.
Shout outs to William and Lubomir. Again, that is our $8 tier. We appreciate you guys supporting IDM, whether it's at $5, $8, or $12. If you haven't checked out the Patreon, please do that right now for as low as $5 today or tomorrow, whenever you hear or see this at patreon.com/IDM pod. We're always welcoming aboard new dogs. We want to increase, keep growing this great community we've got here. So shout outs to you guys. Love y'all.
Hell yeah. All right, players. We will see you on the Patreon. Till then, peace.